For nearly the past year, a family from Chino Hills, California has dominated the basketball headlines. There's Lonzo, the Lakers' newest star, LaMelo, one of the most popular high school basketball players in years, LeVar, the outspoken father, and then there's LiAngelo, the often forgotten brother. LeVar recently said that he believes LiAngelo Ball won't make the NBA. And LeVar's parenting has been questioned for months, but this comment makes him look even worse. LiAngelo's game and talent is underappreciated, and he has the skill set to fit in with any NBA team in the league. What's going on, basketball fans? My name is Josh and I am back with a brand new video. Now before I get into it, I want to thank you guys for all of the incredible support. We are less than 2,000 subscribers away from 20,000, and I'm trying to hit that goal in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you enjoy these type of videos. But without further ado, let's get into it. So if you ever watched a Chino Hills basketball game, you would quickly realize that LiAngelo Ball is a very talented player. If you take a look at his senior season with the Chino Hills Huskies, he began the season with a 56-point game and then a 72-point game in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. How many players in high school basketball history have ever put up those type of numbers? When his senior season was all said and done, Gelo had 7 50-point games. 7. Gelo is easily the best scorer out of all of his brothers. Yes, LaMelo put up 92 points in a game earlier this season, but LiAngelo averaged 34 points a game for the entire year. This average was more than LaMelo. Gelo was ranked the 7th best scorer in the nation. Some of the other players who average about the same amount as LiAngelo Ball include Jalen Hands and Zion Williamson, 2 guys who are among the best in their respective classes. Jalen was ranked the 3rd best point guard in his class, and then you have Zion Williamson, who is currently ranked the 2nd best player in the class of 2018. But even though Gelo has similar scoring numbers to Jalen Hands and Zion, Gelo gets seemingly no recognition for it. Yes, Jalen and Zion are better players, but Gelo averaged nearly the same amount of points. People forget that LiAngelo Ball was a top 7 scorer in the nation. Anyways, we've reached a point in the NBA where every single team needs a great shooter. The best team in the league, the Golden State Warriors, is the best shooting team we have ever seen, and they rely heavily on solid 3-point shooters. I mean, look at their 3 best players. Some people consider Stephen Curry the greatest shooter ever. Then you have Klay Thompson, who is definitely up there with guys like Steph Curry, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller. And then you have Kevin Durant, who is one of the best scorers we have ever seen. And having the ability to be a prolific 3-point shooter is immensely important in today's NBA. It's hard to name a championship contending team that doesn't have a 3-point marksman. LiAngelo is one of the best shooters in the nation, and that's simply an undeniable fact. He had a game earlier this season where he made 13 3-pointers. Yes, it is high school basketball, but you also gotta realize Chino Hills was facing the best of the best. And to put up 13 3-pointers in a game in the process is pretty insane. But beyond Gelo's phenomenal shooting ability, he has the most NBA ready body out of all of the Ball brothers. Standing at 6'5", 220 pounds, he's bigger than some NBA players in the league right now. If you take a look at his brother Lonzo is a little undersized. I mean, height-wise, he's fine. 6'6", he's one of the tallest point guards in the league. But weight-wise, Lonzo is definitely on the lower end. But people like to joke around and call LiAngelo Ball fat and say that his body isn't ready for the NBA, but honestly, 6'5", 220, that sounds perfect for the NBA. Now, he's been criticized for his defensive ability, but a lot of that has to do with the style of basketball played at Chino Hills. The Huskies play a very fast-paced style of basketball and full-court press for practically the entire game. But once he gets to college and once he settles in at UCLA, his defensive ability will definitely improve. And even at Chino Hills, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you ever watched a full game of Chino Hills basketball, Gelo really isn't that bad of a defender. We've seen his youngest brother LaMelo look simply uninterested on the defensive end, but that isn't the case with LiAngelo Ball. Yes, his defensive skill is lacking at the moment, but I'm sure it will improve. Some other NBA players who've had these same weaknesses as LiAngelo Ball include Klay Thompson and Isaiah Thomas. Both Klay and Isaiah lacked athleticism when they were in college and even now in the NBA, but their refined offensive skills is what makes them so great. I mean, look at Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is not athletic at all, and in college, he was never known as a great defensive player, but now in the NBA, he always guards the opposing team's best backcourt player. And even though he's the same unathletic Klay, He's one of the best players we have in the game today. And if you want to further compare Gelo and Klay, when Klay Thompson came into the league, he was 6'7", 206 pounds. And as I mentioned earlier, Gelo was 6'5" in high school, so he's probably about 6'6" right now, 220 pounds. So his body is better fit for the NBA than Klay Thompson's was back when he was drafted in 2011. With Gelo's skill set, he has the tools to be an elite level jump shooter in the NBA and can be a very good bench player or even a starter at some point in his career. Gelo is one of the best scorers in high school basketball, and every NBA team needs a quality scorer, shot creator, and 3-point scorer. And LiAngelo Ball just happens to own all of those abilities. I know what I'm saying in this video is a bold statement, but if LiAngelo goes to UCLA and trains correctly and develops correctly, I can't see a possible situation where this man doesn't end up in the NBA. And once he goes to the NBA, like I mentioned in the title, he will be perfect for any NBA team. He will fit in with any NBA team because, as I've mentioned, every single team needs a solid 3-point scorer, and that's exactly what Gelo is. So that is going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. This is a pretty bold statement I'm making, so let me know what you think about it down below. Once again, I want to thank you guys for all of the incredible support. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you enjoyed. It really makes my day and it helps the channel grow. So until next time, peace.